Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons. This is going to be part 19, and we are hopefully going to be entering dungeon number 7 in today's episode. Last time we actually found the pirates, returning from Oracle of Ages. Back then they were stuck in the Sea of Storms. We helped them to actually escape from that place. But in the meantime they've actually also made their way towards Holodrum by the looks of it. And now they are stuck over here. Stuck in this desert full of levers. Everybody's favorite Zelda enemy, the lever. But the captain actually wants his bell. And that we were able to track down here in the Samasa desert in Holodrum. The pirates themselves are actually stuck in Subrosia by the looks of it. And another problem is that the bell that we found appears to be very, very rusty. It definitely does not qualify as the pirate's bell anymore. So, there's also something we need to do about that. So let's go return towards the ship. And that is where we actually want to continue. It's also going to be a shortcut back to Subrosia, so... Once you have found the bell and the ghost of the pirate is actually going to be away, we can go further into the ship. This box over here is a different color. And that is not for nothing. This one we can actually push. And we can go deeper into the ship. This staircase over here is actually a connection between the two worlds. This will explain how the ship actually got stuck in here. And how the rest of the pirates are actually now holed up in Subrosia. In the desert. But then we actually take the steps. And we will find out that this is the other part of the ship. That is actually stuck in Subrosia's coast. Interesting how the worlds actually connect. But that is actually how the pirates got here. And now we need to actually find a way to get it out again. The ship being stuck in the sand is fun and everything, but it is not going to help us reach the western cemetery. And this way it does help us reach a cemetery. But the one in Subrosia is not going to be good enough. We need to go and get that ship free. Hey, you brought me bell? Thank ye. Let's take a gander. Oh, surely this... This thing is rusted, something awful. What are you pulling? This won't do. Go get it polished. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. The bell in its rusty state is not going to be good enough. We need to find a way to actually restore the bell to its former glory. Let's go to Labrina and actually take it to the restoration wall. Oh, if it only was so simple. In fact, it's even simpler, because what we need to do here in Subrosia definitely qualifies as something that is a lot simpler than doing that stupid minigame on Restoration Wall again. Let's head northwest. Northwestern part of Subrosia village. We have been there before, so you should know where we're going. Through this corridor. And into the west part of town. Need to go north and then west. And then, where am I? I am one screen north of where I want to be. Want to go down there. It's indeed the Subrosian smithy we want to go to yet again. Making a shield for us is not the only thing they actually do. Continuing with the story, that's something they also do. Welcome to the Subrosian smithy. We do the finest work in all the land, but we only take jobs that interest us. The two in the back are masters of the trade, and I'm just a manager. Hmm? The master speaks. Is that so? The master's eyes cannot be deceived. He says that you hold a bell of great value. He hasn't offered to polish it, but should he? Oh, this again. Once again, pick the second option. If we pick the first one, he does not actually think we are needing enough, so... Pick the second. Do it! Splendid answer! Straight and to the point. Master, do it now! Sorry for the wait. This is why he is a master. The finest work in all the land. Take it. Treat it like an heirloom. We get the pirate's bell. And it says, gong. back to its former glory. And that way, the pirate captain is going to be accepting. Now, let's go make our way back. We know the route. We should know the route by this point. We know Subrosia like the back of our hand. We've been here so many times. Nice little walk across the Subrosian lands. Down here. And back to the pirates' hideout. And hopefully it is not going to be their hideout for a whole lot longer. Hey, you brought me Bell. Thank ye. Let's take a gander. There's no mistaking it. This Bell is full of memories. But that don't mean that they're all good. Sniff. Now I'm all pensive. It's not like me. We're off, mateys. To sea. What a beautiful sound. That voice. Could it be? Captain? Am I dreaming? I've been on an eye-opening journey through time. But never did I expect to meet you again. Especially here. Wait, no. MB? Nay, 'tis that I must be dreaming. I never thought we'd meet again after so long. Even now, when I think of our parting, it pains my heart. Though many years have gone by since then, you are as beautiful as ever. Nay, you are unchanged. Every bit of the man that you were, if not a little thin. Yeah, he lost some meat in the meantime. MB. I would stay here with you if I could, but... You need not explain. I understand. You are a seafaring man and cannot live your life on land. So, I shall be your port of call, waiting always for your return. Oh, MB. Oh, Captain. Set sail, mateys! Back to business! Aye, aye, sir! Well, that was unexpected. MB still finding the love of her life back after all these years. And it actually turning out to be the captain. Now reporting, Captain. The ship is all fixed. We can set sail anytime. To the ship! Yeah. We need to start thinking about doing business again. We need to continue with our story. Aye, we're off, mateys! Anchors away! Apparently the captain's bell gives them enough strength to actually pull the ship from the sand. Pulling it away from the alternative world of Subrosia. And returning to sea in Holodrum. Captain! Desert! Dead ahead! Hold her steady! To sea, mateys! But it's impossible! Fool! It's do or die! We will make it if we give it all we got! Aye, sir! Help us all! Not very confident. Boom! We made it, Captain! The sea! By Jolly Roger! Aye, go, mateys! This is it! Aye, aye, sir! The sea is truly me home! Me hearts come alive! Aye! Sound the bell! And the pirate ship is back on sea where it belongs. However... Oh... I think these seabirds have been on land for too long. I don't feel so good. Link's all like, what? I've been on land so long, I got seasick. Oh, seasick pirates, amazing. It's no use. Think about it. We ain't sailed since we died. You call yourself pirates? Shameful fools. Getting sick the moment you set sail. It's... Oh... It's no use. Put her ashore. Aye aye, sir. That seafaring trip did not last for very long. But luckily for us, we are going to be making port precisely where we want to be. Being able to reach the Western Cemetery. And therefore Dungeon 7. For us, that does not matter. Oh, set anchor. Aye. We gotta get our sea legs. We'll rest here a bit. And in the meantime, we can actually start continuing with our adventure. The pirate ship is now going to be here for the rest of the game. At the southwestern point of the map, creating a bridge, making this area accessible. It is no secret that beforehand, that wasn't actually possible to do. We sailed a very big part west on the map, but we are definitely still in Holodrum after our little trip. If we go east from here, we will actually find the connection to the western coast. Allow me to show you. This peninsula would have been inaccessible otherwise. But this way we actually connect back to the western coast. Maple, hello. Oh. I hate Maple in this game. First, let's go check the chest over there. You actually need to go around in order to get it. First, let's go all the way to the west. There's going to be a rare, high-tier Geyser Seed spot over here. Not that I really care, but might as well show it off. In case people are following along who don't have the harpies yet. Here's also a good place to actually farm for it. This cave over here looks inaccessible. It's way too far to jump. Not even our Pegasus seeds are going to be able to help us here. So, the only place we can go is over here, onto the cemetery. But first, let's go get the chest we saw. This one will contain a ring. Probably a unique one. Although, I cannot promise the ring might also be in Oracle of Ages somehow. And therefore, we might still already have it. But for us, the cemetery is going to be important. It is going to be blocked off in winter. There's going to be a pile of snow. So, we need to change the season. And we also need to check out another old man cave. The screen actually also has one. Go down here. And then go talk to this guy, because this is going to be another one that will give us rupees. Not that I can actually carry a single extra rupee, but still. Once again, I might as well still show it off. Now, in order to get to the tree stump over there, that's what we need to go through this house. There's two things in here. First up, a chest. That one is always going to be here. This one will contain some bombs. But whenever playing a linked game, there's also going to be a ghost in here. Can you hear my regret? Yeah, I can hear you. I'm playing a linked game. I worked in a library in Labrina a long time ago. Just because I hear secrets, I became this. To set it right, I want you to hear the secret. Hear my secret. You understand? Another secret coming right up. And this was the secret. Once again, screenshot. So I can record another part of Oracle of Ages later on. This very, very old story. Yeah, we will find out later, once we get to the library again. But for now, let's go finish off this episode. Time for us to move to the tree stump. We saw that east of this little shack. Now, you may ask, which season do we actually need to change it into? And the answer is going to be all three of them, except for winter. The one for autumn we're actually not going to be able to do right now. We need to do something special later on in order to get the heart piece. But we can change it into spring and summer. Starting off with spring. Summer is actually what we need in order to reach the dungeon. Then we're going to be able to use vines on the lower wall in order to climb to the cemetery. But first, I'm going to change the season into spring. Because I did promise you there was one more golden beast in this world, and that one's going to be on the western coast. And you might have asked, why did we not get that guy sooner? Well, simple. We are not able to change the season on the western coast, at least not from Horan Village. This is technically the tree stump for western coast, so only from here we are able to change the season into spring. And that way we can actually finally get this early part of the game in spring. Because of not having a tree stump in this area. And only in spring the golden dark nut actually appears. Which is going to be the final golden beast in the game. Technically, we are able to actually get the reward now, but I think I will actually save that until later. We're really close to the dungeon, and I kind of want to go there now, so don't feel like quickly warping away just to get it. It is going to be very worth it, that I promised. But it is not going to be running away from us. We can always pick it up later. Let's return to the dungeon area. I can technically also go into the hero cave quickly in order to get the secret, but I actually want to do that place in one go. Therefore, we're going to save up on that. We are going to change the season into summer in order to access dungeon number 7, which is the best dungeon in the game. Not just the route towards the dungeon is the best in the game, but the dungeon itself as well. Did not promise you for nothing when we were still in the ancient ruins that this part of the game is my favorite. The route towards Dungeon 7 and also Dungeon 7 itself. Explorer's Crypt is definitely my favorite dungeon in the game. Even though the Sword and Shield dungeon has the best music, I feel, but in any other way, Dungeon 7 is my favorite one. So, might as well go there. In summer, vines are going to be growing here, and we are going to be able to climb into the cemetery. Like I promised, there's also going to be a piece of heart over here, but for that we actually need autumn. We are not able to actually reach the cemetery in autumn yet. That is going to be something for later, therefore. The well over here is going to be related to that later. On this screen we're able to see the piece of heart I talked about. But like I said, we need autumn in order to get there. Maybe the dungeon item that we're going to find is going to help us to actually reach the cemetery during autumn. We first need to go into the dungeon and actually explore the Explorer's Crypt. Level 7. Only one more dungeon to do after this one. A dungeon that is a lot more tedious but does have better music. But first this one. It is not going to be in a cemetery for nothing. We are actually going to be exploring a place where we can meet up with a lot of ghosts, probably. Technically, Stelvos also count as undead, but those we actually see in every dungeon. It's going to be something else we're going to be meeting up with. Let's see what we have over here. Darkness and a couple of torches. And the room after that. Be gone before the fires go out, or else. All the torches are quickly gonna go out, and if we are not in time leaving the room, we're going to get transported back to the entrance of the dungeon. It looks like this place is going to be cursed. How awesome is that? Let's go kill off the wiz ropes in here. That is going to be necessary for a chest to spawn here in the middle. Small key number 1. That's the only thing we can do in this little side room, so we need to return to the cursed room. Where we need to be gone before the fire goes out. Let's quickly return south. We're not going to be able to reach the rest of this room fast enough, so don't even try. We need this key in order to try to break this curse. Let's go around back to the beginning. This chest in the middle we obviously cannot reach from here, so please ignore it for now. And let's head right from the entrance. Come on. Never mind. Then don't give me a recovery heart. You don't want to die. Ow. Screw you. Killing all of the enemies will also make a chest spawn in here. And that is going to be a ring. We've got plenty of them by now. In order to continue, we need to go up here. Going around. Reaching this room again. Remember, we've got a slingshot. The fact that these things are on the other side is not going to worry us. and then a Poe will appear. Trying to break my curse? Don't be silly. I won't let you. Whoa, battle time. Bit unexpected. Oh, I jumped off. Shouldn't matter. Still able to hit you from here. Boom. Not bad, but I won't go so well next time. Oh, this was not the end of the fight, apparently. We'll be meeting up with this ghost more often later. But because of beating this guy now, we do actually have a curse-free room. We're able to actually go through here without having to worry about being transported back to the entrance of the dungeon. And therefore, this part in the middle is now accessible to us. We don't want to go here quite yet. Just remember, there is going to be a staircase here in the middle that will lead down to the first basement floor. Keep that in mind for later. First, we're going to go check out the left of this room. There's going to be a cracked wall on the left wall. Right over there. Oh, grab my bomb too early. A single chest, and that will contain the compass. Always find it strange whenever you do a dungeon you find the compass before you do the dungeon map. Should be the other way around. It's a bit more traditional in Zelda, I feel, but yeah, that is all we want to do for now. Next time we're gonna go down the staircase I just pointed out, and we're going to be continuing with this dungeon. Apparently there's a ghost, or a Poe, like it's called in the Zelda universe, that is terrorizing this place with curses. And we are not going to be done with it quite yet. Next time, basement floor of this place, and hopefully we are going to be able to finish this dungeon in the next episode. The dungeon item is going to be a very interesting one, that I can already promise you. So there's a lot to look forward to in part 20 of The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. Treecks out, and I will see you folks next time.